Hello and welcome to the channel. If you're new here, please smash the subscribe button. I did say I was going to take it out and it has been a long time coming, but in this video I'm going to show you that it has got off-road capabilities and how to photograph it. So hopefully you enjoy this video and we'll crack on with it. And I'm out with Dan, which is lovely. It's actually really nice to get out. But I haven't been on this bike for quite a while. I built it up and then I didn't ride it for quite a little while, which is fine. All is good. It runs, it works. But I do love how it soaks up every single bump. Well, it's definitely the right weather for it, that is for sure. So obviously I did say I was going to take this bike out because I wanted to do a photo shoot with it. I've geared this bike right down, and the reason that I geared this bike down is because I don't really need to be going fast, and by gearing it down I actually get more grunt at the lower end, which is what I want. I want to be able to lift the front when I want to lift the front. I think the other issue as well with the Speedo, which is why I'm having Dan go in front of me, is I changed the 17 to a 21, and obviously that's going to affect my Speedo, so I don't really know what my speed really is. I can just hazard a guess, and from one bike to another they all feel different, so that's why if I haven't Dan in front of me, I know that I shouldn't really get a speeding ticket unless Dan's being stupid and I'm following. So although for a 125 it does pull quite well, and I think Dan's probably amazed because for once he's actually faster than me. So yeah, as I said, I promised you guys I'd definitely take this out and we'd make a video, and here we are. Subscribe. Yeah, she's looking gorgeous. Definitely turning heads everywhere that I'm going, which is nice. Obviously the bike's a little 125, does the trick. Once you're all geared up and you're all looking like f***ing Instagram, like, yeah, you're gonna draw attention. I didn't mean to horn. I've got like no overtaking power, by the way.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah? Is that what I have to do?
Yeah, I have no overtaking power. This is all, one, it's a 125, two, it's all down low. Yeah. It's all 0 to 30 after that. Squeeze with your knee. Like a Speedo table. Like the man has no idea how fast he's really going. Not that it matters, because the Speedo on this will tell me I'm doing 80 all day long, and I'm like, I'm really fucking not. Like, yeah. I'm there like, I'm 50 at best.
What's happening, people? I'm Dan. Duncan over here has actually asked me to do a little photo shoot with his Sinnis. Now, if you like the content that I've done for him, then go check out my Instagram page at EOS Photo Dan. So I'm going to give you a few tips on taking photos of your bike, his bike, just so that you've got that Instagram worthy picture. Let's get straight into it. I'll give you a few tips and tricks on how I like to process my work. For this first shot, we're going to need Duncan up on a little bit of a bank so we can get nice down low and make him the subject of this photo. So all we're going to do is make sure our camera settings are in the right setting for the weather, brightness, everything counts for this. If you can shoot this on a mobile, it's completely up to you. If you're shooting on a camera, make sure your settings are right. That's the key focus here. You want a low f-stop so you've got a great depth of field, but once that's all set up, you should be good. So we're going to take a few photos here. And obviously these may go into post editing so that we can bring out the contrast a little bit more. You're probably going to want to do the same when you go and do your Instagram photos, because it just highlights all the colours a little bit. So obviously now we've taken a few photos here. Duncan, do you want any other photos from anywhere else whilst you're there? Make sure you ask your subject. Just like that, yeah? Brilliant.
The only problem is there's a lot of shit there, isn't there?
If you kind of bring it just in front here, Dunk. Or even rest it against the brickwork just here. Now another technique to use is make sure you've got features in your background or even in your foreground. You can use things like bridges, walls, brick walls, wooden fences, anything that you can get to give you a bit of background and foreground and a bit of a tell into it. So here we've got Duncan sitting under the bridge. We've got some leading lines, which not a great deal, but it's going to bring the photo out a little bit more. So we'll get a few clicks here. Nice close ones, nice wide angle ones, so that you get a bit of everything. Look at that. You don't always have to be uncomfortable in a photo shoot as well. Make yourself look a bit comfortable. Look at that, sitting back and relaxing, he's loving it. You've got what they call a rule of thirds, which rather than focusing your subject in the centre of a frame, you push them over to the right to capture everything. It makes for a nice looking photo. This shot here will completely give you a story of freedom. He's looking at his free life out on the dirt. Now, bear in mind, you may all have different bikes. Some of you have street bikes, some of you have dirt bikes. Bear in mind, your area that you take the photos in is going to completely change the attitude of the bike. Your dirt bike's not going to look great on a racetrack. Your race bike will, but your race bike won't look good on the dirt, but your dirt bike will. So bear that in mind when you take photos too. The last technique is using action shots for your photos. So make sure you've got... Looks good. Reasonably. Here, have a look at this. So action shots can be used as another technique. Get your subject in the action. That'll do for a bit. Look at that one.
Yeah, that's nice, isn't it?
So you can get just a couple of you locking up your rear wheel coming up here. Obviously they can have a little bit of fun having sports photos, so you need to make sure that you take quick shots with this so you don't miss anything. You need your high shutter speeds so that you get everything, otherwise you're just going to miss it. There we go, nice little wheelie there.
Obviously, thank you ever so much for watching. If you really like stuff about photography and things, then please check out Dan's channel. I'll leave the link in the description below as well. Obviously, thank you Dan ever so much for coming out to help me getting some great shots, and also even the one with the drone, which was epic. So hopefully you've really enjoyed this. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the channel. Also, as well as that, check out the Sinnis Instagram build if you want to see a bit more of this bike and how it came about, as obviously this thing is not custom. And if you just like watching a bit of Sinnis Apache 125 action of throwing it about and shredding a bit, then please
keep on with the channel. And just for the last little bit, please check out NWJ. He's a very good little YouTuber who's on the up, and obviously he's got a Sinnis Apache as well. So if you're already done with all the content of the Sinnis Apache on my channel, then please give it a good look and click and like and subscribe to him as well. But until next time, ride it out. See, the one magical thing about having a GoPro, which Dan soon realised, is when things happen, you don't always get away with it. Now, it was actually quite funny because I was looking the other way trying to sort my glove out, and this is Dan's struggle as he tries to pick up his bike. And to be quite honest, I didn't actually look back round roughly until this point, which looked to me like he was just getting on his bike. I was wondering what was taking him so long. Ride safe, Dan.